Hey everyone, I just wanted to check in. It is Wednesday afternoon. I'm feeling a little bit better for those of you who maybe saw my message about office hours today. So I just wanted to make this quick video here as we are midway through week 7. So if you were revising Essay 1, that is due this Sunday. Please don't forget to include the cover letter where you're explaining to me the changes you made and why. And again, if you got a, a B, I understand, everybody wants A's. It might be a better use of time to focus on the work ahead. A B is really good. It's above average. An A is exemplary. And a C is satisfactory. A C means that you did do the work to a satisfactory level. If you got less than a C, you definitely want to revise. But if you got a C, it's up to you. And if you got a B, again, I would encourage you to use your energy and time at the work coming up. The Essay 2 is due this Sunday. Excuse me. A number of folks asked when I was going to be providing feedback. For this one, you have a couple avenues of feedback. You've got your peer feedback. You have the feedback I left on your introduction paragraph assignment. And you also have the feedback I provided on Essay 1. So for example, if in Essay 1, I indicated maybe to check your commas or other grammatical issues, or if some of my notes said, make sure you include signal phrases when you cite Gladwell, or if my comments were to use, present tense verbs when you're in your signal phrases, those things all still apply, right? So the idea is that you got feedback from me on the first assignment. The rules are the same. So you're going to learn from the feedback you got and apply it to Essay 2, right? So I'm not looking at Essay 2 drafts. The third venue of feedback, of course, is the Learning Lab. That's free. There are a couple ways to access tutors. So I do encourage you, if you go to our Canvas and Student Support Services, this CCP Virtual Student Support Services link will take you to a number of online services. One of them is the lab, and there are pretty detailed directions there of how to access the lab. It's all free tutoring from lab faculty, either synchronous through Zoom, or you can email a paper, etc. So do take advantage of that, but I will not be providing detailed feedback on Essay 2, rough drafts, I should say. The midterm. So that is due, note the due date. It's not this Sunday, it's next Sunday. And the reading is also posted, Why the Myth of Meritocracy Hurts Kids of Color. So this is from a couple years back. I believe it was in the Atlantic, Melinda Anderson, 2017. So it's written for, it's not an academic piece, but it is written for sort of college level, audience. So this idea in the U.S. that, if you're rewarded based on how hard you work, the amount of effort you put in, that's a meritocracy, right? In theory, that exists in the United States. But the author here is reviewing a study that suggests that actually might not be the case, right? That we do not have a fair and level playing field in this country, and that it might be that might be hazardous to children of color in this country. Okay, so you're going to want to read that. If you want to print it out, you can print it out. You are going to, sorry. Oh, there's a different way to do that. So you're going to read it, you can print it out, you're going to highlight it, take notes, etc. And then when you're ready, you're going to pop into the midterm, and it's a 2-hour exam, but it's on your honor, right? It's like an honor system. The final exam will be set up in such a way that it will be timed. When you open the assignment, a little timer will start clicking down the 2 hours. The midterm is not set up like that. So basically, I'm just trusting everyone to spend no more than 2 hours to write the essay. So here's the prompt. Okay, so you're answering this question. After, again, you read Anderson's piece, do you think families of color would be better off or worse off if they rejected, a belief in the meritocracy? So first you have to understand what meritocracy is. And I just briefly kind of gave an example or a definition, but when you read the article, you'll have a much stronger sense of what a meritocracy is. You can also Google it. You can find videos and things, TED Talks, get it in any way, shape, or form that you need the information, but you got to make sure that you understand what meritocracy is. Then you think about, okay, in the United States, is this concept of a meritocracy, again, based on what you read, does it seem like, families of color, so Black and Latino families, would they be better, primarily Black or Latino, I should qualify. Okay, excuse me, sorry, I had to pause for a minute there. I started coughing. I was saying, Asian American, or students, indigenous peoples, right? So Native American peoples, all people of color. Primarily in the article, the examples are from Latino and Black communities, but broadly speaking, people of color in this country, would they be better or worse off if they rejected the belief in the meritocracy? Okay, so your thesis is, families of color would be better off, or they would not be better off, right? They would be worse off. And then you have to support that why. You want to make sure you have a clear introduction paragraph. It says body paragraphs, plural. You might only come up with one paragraph. That's okay. Remember, paragraphs, generally speaking, should be 5 to 7 sentences. Anything less than 5 is not really fully developed. Certainly 1 or 2 sentences does not really make a developed paragraph. And then you need a conclusion paragraph. In terms of length, we're looking for probably between 500 to 600 words. Okay. So you are writing this as like in Word, and you'll be uploading it as a file. Okay. The community forum. I think I've answered all of these. Okay. Next week, of course, is spring break. All right. I hope everybody has a great week. Hopefully I'm feeling better by then with this cold I've got. I hope you're all feeling well, doing well, and that you do have some time to rest and recharge. Again, the forum, and I just wanted to point out one thing regarding when we return. So the week 8 module, it will open starting on Sunday, right? So if you, I really truly hope that everyone does take some time off. But if you want to get started, on this work, it will become available on the 7th. Okay. I will not be checking email next week, the week of break. I will not be checking email. But as I said, when we come back, this will become available for you sooner. So if I don't want people to feel like they can't get started if you think that would be helpful. It's not published yet, because you're working on SA2 and you're working on the midterm, and but it will become available there. Okay, I think that's about it. So hopefully everyone's doing well. Look for a message from me regarding office hours on Friday. As of now, I plan to hold them. It was just a little challenging. I wasn't feeling well. It was hard to be in front of the computer. But I'm feeling a little better now. I wanted to get this video up. So, okay, take care, everyone, and I'll check in again soon. Bye-bye.